Hi everybody, really excited to be with you today. This is my first venture into video blogging, and it's a bit strange to be looking at yourself while you're doing this. But I wanted to talk to you today about limiting beliefs. There are many of them, as we're probably all aware. There's grief and sadness and doubt and frustration and many others. But I wanted to share with you today about how these limiting beliefs, or these types, have impacted on my life, and what I've done to create a more whole me. So first I'd like to share with you my story. My story is one of grief, very deep, binding grief. When I was young, I was molested and I lost a very dear brother in a car accident, and I lost 2 babies. Very, very big, life-changing, impacting things that caused a lot of grief in my soul. And it was killing me. It was literally killing me. The big change for me came when I ended up in hospital with 1.5 lungs full of pneumonia and whooping cough at the same time, and was extremely ill for a very, very long time. Yes, my body gave me lots and lots of nudges to say, come on, we've got to do something about this, but did I take any notice of it? No, I didn't take any notice of it. So that's what happened. I ended up in hospital, quite ill. So after that, I thought, well, there's a real connection between the mind and the body. And I thought, what am I going to do about this? I've done all the why me and this isn't fair and beaten myself up about things that have happened to me and all that sort of thing, but that wasn't helping either. That was actually making me sicker, to the extent that now these limiting beliefs were affecting my adrenal system, affecting my thyroid, and basically making me extremely unhappy, extremely sick, and I wasn't getting anywhere. I wasn't enjoying life. So I went to psychiatrists, I went to psychologists, I went to doctors, I went to natural therapy. All these seemed to help a little bit. They seem to help in numbing the problem, but not in fixing it. And I'm a bit of a fixer. I've got to find a solution for things. So I was talking to a friend of mine, and she mentioned this process called Creatrix. And she mentioned this, I've since found out, amazing lady called Maz Sherman, who has had a hell of a life. For 30 years she was physically and mentally abused and psychologically abused and all that sort of thing for 30 years. She pulled herself out of this. She found, or developed I should say, a new process after many, many years of going through lots of other things and spending a lot of money on looking at what other people were doing. So she told me about this process called Creatrix, and I must admit I was a bit sceptical. And I thought, well, why not? I've tried everything else. Why not give this a go? So I went with not very high expectations, which was probably a good thing to start with. It meant my mind was pretty clear of things. And I was absolutely amazed at the process and the way it helps to rid you of those deep-seated limiting beliefs. So I'm offering this to you now because I am fully qualified Creatrix one-on-one facilitator and group facilitator. And my dream now is to help women to transform themselves back to what they want to be and release these limiting beliefs. So I'd like to say to you, offer you the opportunity to have a chat with me one-on-one, no obligation. If you'd like to personally inbox me with your name and contact, or leave a comment below with your name and I'll get in contact with you. Really enjoyed this time sharing my story with you, and I really am excited to be out there helping women become their true authentic selves. Thanks. Hope to hear from you soon.